How's it going? Today we're going to be tying the silver stoat's tail. The hook I have in the vise is a full and mill Magni, size 10 in black nickel. And the thread I'll be using is uni thread 80 in black. So catch on the thread just in behind the eye and lay a nice base layer of thread down the hook, just using your tag end of thread for the thread to run down, keeping the turns nice and tight, just to roughly around where the point of the hook is, maybe slightly further down. And for the tag we're going to be using some of this silver wire from Vineyards. I think it's 0.25 mil. So we catch it in, half a dozen or so turns, and then nice tight turns down towards the bend of the hooks, just roughly to where the hooks start to splay. And then you want to go from the top down in between the splay and to the underside of the shank. Catch it in. You take your wire and just wiggle it to worry it off. For the tail of the fly we're going to be using some golden pheasant crest. So you want to take a feather, look for something that's preferably not got a big twist in it and has a nice curve. That's not too bad there for a twist. Clean off any of the waste. Catch it in on the top of the shank just with a few loose turns. Tail's maybe a wee bit along there, so we'll just pull it in a bit. That's where the loose turns are handy. There we go, that's not too bad. For the rib of the fly, I've got some small silver oval. We'll catch it in just at the base of the fly. Trim that off, and we'll trim that off to length as well at the minute. And for our body we're going to be using some uni mylar, and it's silver and gold, gold on one side, silver on the other. So we trim a nice bevel into the end of it, and you want to tie it in the silver side down so that when you start to make your wraps the silver will be on the top side. And now you bring your thread up, nice tight touch and turns, tidying everything up along with you. And there we go. And stopping about 3 mil away from your eye. Take your silver tinsel and again either slightly overlapping turns or touching turns, just bring your silver tinsel up towards the eye, making sure there's none of the black underbody thread showing through. There you go. And stopping about 3 or 4 mil away from your eye. A few turns just to catch it in. Trim off. Now we bring our rib up. We'll bring our rib the opposite direction to our body material, which wants to be the same direction as we're winding our thread, so that when we tie our rib in, the ribs go in the same direction as our thread, and that'll help tighten the rib down. So nice wide even turns, bringing our rib up. Catching it in with a few turns of thread. Wee fly stuck to my scissors there. Trim our rib off, making sure to keep our thread out of the way. And then just secure everything down with a few more turns of thread. For the throat, we're going to be using this nice natural black hen. Just look for a feather that you think will do. This one's been fairly well picked through, but a lot of good feathers left in it yet. Clean off our flue, our waist, and then offer up our tip. Tie our tip in with 5 or 6 turns of thread and trim off the tip. Take our hackle pliers and nice and gently just stroke the fibres back. The hen hackles are usually quite soft, so they should stroke back easy enough. And then we're looking for 1 or 2 turns of hackle. Just depends on how dense your hackle fibres are and how heavy you want your fly dressed. There we go, 2, 3 turns of thread just to catch the stalk end. Trim it off. Now, just with your thumb, take your thumb and rub the top a bit. This will just help push the fibres down either side of the shank, pushing them down towards the underside rather than having it wound right over the top. A few more. There we go. So for the wing of the fly, we're going to be using some of this squirrel tail. It's grey squirrel tail dyed black. What I do is take a good pinch of fibres, trim them off, hold them by the tips, and just pull any of the shorter fibres out. And now take your hair stacker, drop them into the hair stacker, a few taps with that, and it should bring the tip sort of in line. Again, just try and pull any loose fibres out that you don't think are long enough or ones you don't want. Turn the tip round the other way. If there's anything still sticking out further than you want, or out not just lying the way you want it, pick it out too. So then we measure up our wing against the tail. You want it sort of touching the tail or maybe slightly further past. So just mark it with your finger and thumb. And take your scissors and trim it off at a bit of an angle. Didn't really want to do that, but so a couple of loose turns of thread, taking a few more than anticipated just to get everything tied in. There we go. It's still just lying quite high, but I think I'll be able to get it with some turns of thread over the top. There we go. Should be lying down a bit more now. And now we just want to form our head. So once your head's formed, take your whip finish tool and whip finish the fly. 6 or 8 turns of thread. And trim off. Coat of varnish. Quite a lot of thread wraps in the head there, so you're probably looking at 3 or 4 coats of varnish just to make that head up. It'll keep soaking in, but just nice thin coats over the top and you should build up a nice glossy head. And then we have Stoat's tail, a fly that doesn't really need too much of an introduction as far as salmon fishing goes. It's a great fly in the low water, a good fly to have in your dropper. Very effective for sea trout and Dollaghan.